Hello and welcome back. Susan Zummo here, intuitive and originator of soul patterning harmonics. This morning, when I tuned in to see what we were going to talk about today, I heard sound. Sound has a purpose, and its purpose is to carry a frequency that holds knowledge. Sound conveys knowledge to us, and that knowledge can be an experience, it can be a feeling, it can be a thought, right? They said the frequency of sound of your bed conveys knowledge to you. The frequency sound of your food conveys knowledge to you. And the frequency sound of light also conveys knowledge to you. So what does that mean? It means that when we get in bed, the frequency sound of our bed produces a feeling. We react to it with a feeling, right? We either feel good or we feel uncomfortable. The same thing with our food. Food carries knowledge to the body. Some foods carry the knowledge of healing, of building, of balancing. Some carry the knowledge of disintegration and balance, right? And light, well, we know light carries high frequency information. And that's knowledge that we want to have, right? Everything and everyone carries knowledge to you through their sound. Not all sounds are audible, and most of them we're probably not conscious of. But I was told when we go outside and stand in the grass or stand on the ground, understand that the sound of the grass, the sound of the concrete, the sound of the dirt is carrying knowledge to us on a subtle level. And we can tune into that, become aware of it, and become conscious of the knowledge that they are conveying to us. The same thing applies to animals, to the air, to water, right? To all kinds of things around us. Think about that, right? All kinds of things, the sky, the clouds, buildings, everything in our environment is conveying knowledge to us through its frequency sound. And so we know that we can feel it, but we can also sound with it to shift it. So if your environment is carrying a frequency sound of information that says, this is uncomfortable, this is not harmonic for me, right? It's disharmonious. Then we can voice that sound ourselves, match that, and then shift it. This is a fundamental principle of sound healing. This is how sound healing takes place. A sound comes into resonance with your body, whatever that's going on in your body, and then the sound shifts into that healing sound. So we must remember that we are a chord, right? Nothing is a single note. Your chair is not a single note. Your lamp is not a single note, right? The sunlight is not a single note, right? So all we have to do is resonate with an aspect of that chord, and then we can shift it. We can sound it. So again, if you are in distress, right? When people are in pain, they make a sound. Well, we can match that sound and then shift it within ourselves or to help others shift it, right? We want to resonate with our environment, with the things that are around us. We want to resonate within ourselves. But it's also interesting and exciting for us to be able to hear the knowledge, to feel the knowledge, to understand the knowledge that is being conveyed to us on that sound frequency, because we know everything is frequency, right? Your voice and my voice is a very powerful personal sound frequency that conveys infinite amounts of knowledge about us and about the world around us. We can affect everyone and everything in our environment through our personal sound. That's why chanting and prayer and affirmation and music can have such an impact. Poetry, songs, right? Music, speeches can be very, very effective in conveying knowledge to us. They can change our mood, they can change our thoughts, they can influence our beliefs. And if we are exposed to them long enough, they become embedded within us and they become a part of our sound frequency, and they carry that knowledge of who we are. They become incorporated or integrated into us. Think about your favorite song or your favorite prayer or your favorite chant or affirmation, right? It becomes a part of you. Your body moves to it. You feel a certain way. Your thoughts shift. Be aware of what is embedded in you as a sound frequency of knowledge. So, what does your sound frequency say about you? What does your environment tell you? What knowledge is being conveyed to you through the sound frequencies of your environment, of your body? Think about the colors that you wear. Think about the things that you have surrounding you. Look at the people that are in your environment. What type of sound do they bring to you? What kind of knowledge is in the sound that they bring to you? What are they communicating to you on either a conscious or an unconscious level? Think about how you convey who you are into the world through your sound. Are you a grumbler? Are you a sire? Are you someone who is usually speaking in positive terms? Do you speak with joy? Do you speak with anger? What about the things that you tell yourself about yourself in the world all day long? What kind of information is conveyed on that sound frequency? When you go out into the world, whether you're talking virtually like this or in person with someone else, your sound frequency chord or symphony is playing all the time. And it does have an impact on those around you, right? We call that your auric field that people interact with. Well, your auric field or your energy field also has a sound frequency, which you contribute to through everything else that happens within you, through your thoughts, through your moods, through your beliefs, through the food that you took in that day, right? Everything contributes to your sound frequency. And if we are good stewards of our own symphony, it behooves us to stop every once in a while and see where we are in that symphony. Are we in a discordant section, or are we in an uplifting marching section, right? What does your symphony sound like right now? Something to think about, something to play with. Think about how you can shift your environment, your symphony. Maybe you want to speed up the tempo. Maybe you want to slow things down a little bit. Maybe you want to inject a little percussion into it, right? We're creating our own song, our own symphony. And even as we do that, I'm hearing we are part of a greater symphony. And so as we participate in the world around us, as we surround ourselves with others, how are we contributing to the greater symphony of this universe that we live in? Are we the sour notes or are we the positive notes? Where are we in that symphony? Well, we're going to play both roles, and we know that. We're not always going to be the positive notes. We're not always going to be the negative notes. At least I hope not. I hope you're not always the negative note. I hope that you are conveying the knowledge of humor, the knowledge of acceptance, the knowledge of love in your sound frequency. That's what we want to look at, right? How do we shift that? How do we move into that? You know, It's like singing a happy song. What brings that into your mind? When I say sing a happy song, hear a happy song, something uplifting in your life, something that inspires you, is a sound frequency that carries knowledge to your spirit. And so these are the things that I was asked to talk about today and have you consider as you move through this next week. There is so much around us to interact with. There is so much in our world to learn from that we never even consider. I just find that so fascinating. I'm thinking about the desk that I'm sitting at right now. There is knowledge in that desk that is being conveyed to me through the frequency sound of that piece of furniture. The person who designed it, the person who built it, the person who finished it, who loaded it, who delivered it, all of those things, all of the pieces that go into making that desk, the hardware, right? That creates a chord. It creates its own symphony. And there's information in there if I desire to tune into it, to tap into it, and to learn from it. Now, I'm just using my desk as an example, but we could do the same thing with the water in your glass, with the rain as it's falling, right? With the sun outside, with the ground beneath your feet. I think people do this unconsciously with their cars all the time, right? When you get in your car starts to give you information on its frequency sound, and we're tuned into that. So we know when things are going right with our car and it's happy, and we know when things are off and something needs to be looked at, whether we ignore it or not. I want you to think about this week because there's so much for us to learn. Anyone who thinks that they've learned it all or they got it all or there's nothing else for them, right? Nothing exciting, nothing inspiring. Well, look all around you. Look at your artwork, right? Look at the things that you have hanging on the wall. What is the sound frequency of that image conveying to you? What knowledge does it bring you about yourself, about the world around you? There's so much to learn and so much to know. I hope you'll play with that this week, and I hope you will listen to the sound of your own higher. Listen to the sound of your soul, because it is talking to you all the time, and it is conveying knowledge to you on its own sound frequency. And if you tune into it, and if you listen, you're going to get knowledge like you would not believe. So start with something small. If you're not comfortable tuning straight into your higher or your soul, and then work into that. I think you're really going to find out that there is an amazing, unlimited vastness of experience and information and knowledge that is waiting to be imparted to you. So that's the message for this week. I hope you have fun, and I hope you share your experiences in the comments. When we share in the comments, everybody benefits. I read some of those comments, and I am absolutely amazed at what you all contribute in there. And I think that's absolutely wonderful for this community and for everyone who tunes into these videos. I'm not the only one that has information and wisdom. Just remember to keep them positive, right? And feel free to share. I want to hear your experiences tuning into the sound frequency of you and your environment. So until next week, I wish you many, many blessings and fun tuning in.